Hi, Tim Sales here. In this second video episode having to do with network marketing leads, I'm going to be talking about the purpose of business. And you've got to get this bedrock understanding because everything else about lead generation sits on top of this one concept. All right, in the series, I'm talking about the pipeline, but I'm focusing in on lead generation. And so this is the whole thing that we're doing, but this one right now, I'm focused on lead generation. So, okay, so what is the purpose of business? All right, so is it make a profit? Is it offer value? Is it get customers? Is it marketing? Is it innovation? Is it reach large audiences? Is it company growth, owner financial need, attract investors, supply and demand, innovation, your passion and strengths? That's what Google says. And I thought, okay, the way it looked to me is that people who are in study, like in a college class or something like that, are asking Google for the answer. And the people who would answer most of these, and I'm talking probably 95% of these would be people who are in the hierarchy of business ownership, okay? And I found it very fascinating that I wasn't anywhere near that. But yet I've sold through myself and my sales teams about $3 billion of products. And so I was like, Forbes says to have a meaningful vision and then to be profitable in achieving it. Okay. Harvard says to make a profit so that the business can do something more or better. You see how that top-down viewpoint would have to be there? And perhaps these are good things to ponder when you're thinking about going into business. Peter Drucker, who is arguably probably one of the highest known people in all of management, and he says businesses exist because of its customers. Business enterprises fulfill specific social purposes and to satisfy a specific need of a society, a community, or individuals. All right, so, and that's the top down. This is not the viewpoint of somebody who gets customers. All right, this is what I'm really trying to say in this top down thing. So if I had the job, let's just say that I had the job of appointing board of directors for a company. Probably the first thing that would deter them from being on my board is I would say, you're going to have to get 20 customers before you come on the board, right, as a qualification. And normally they go and they get, different kinds of people on their boards. But this would be my requirement because it's the true information sits in the customer's head. That's where it sits, all right, really and truly. So now there's this other guy, and he's just some guy. He says the purpose of business is to make people's lives better, period. And that's just me, okay? So, and why? Where in the world did I come with this crazy idea? I saw that every person that I was in front of, that I was trying to sell a product or trying to recruit them into business is that they had some desire, some want, some need, some got to solve this problem right now, or that's cool, I want it. Every one of them that I've ever talked to, any rep that I've ever talked to, they're always trying to solve something for themselves. Mostly, even if it's to raise money to donate, it's still a desire that they have. You get the idea? And so then I begin to work with that as my fundamental basis of all of marketing, my fundamental basis of all promotion, my fundamental basis of all selling. Okay, so when I'm nose to nose with a person and we're talking, right? And does it work in all environments? And it's the only thing that I have found that does work in all environments. And so that's the reason I showed you those other things, is because I'm trying to find the bedrock. If you notice how I always educate is that I'm looking for that foundation that then you can put the second part of the foundation on top of it. All right, so it's the basic of all fundamentals. So now I'll give you a little bit of why I say this, is that if this is marketing, and marketing has the marketing department, let's just say, and in network marketing oftentimes there's a marketing department that's going to create the graphics for your products. They're going to create the websites for your products. And that, what is their purpose? Well, probably to have a job. Maybe you can get those people who say, all right, so back a while ago, I decided that I wanted to go into marketing. And so they take college courses, or they went through college and, got good degrees and stuff like that. But like how they're working sometimes is not quite in alignment with what I'm saying and what the field is doing, right? So if marketing, so let's just suppose now for just a second that what you're doing is you're going to be doing the marketing and the promotion, which is to put it out there, get customers, make a profit. Okay, you're going to hit all of those if you have that one intention. But if you have any of those other intentions, that doesn't work the same. And there's some other things. So your marketing will attract customers. You'll serve your customers. You'll serve your reps. You won't argue with a prospect. You see that? I will never forget, I was sitting there in an audience of somebody, and they were talking about hanging up on the prospect before they hang up on you. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I've never ever in my life had the idea that I should hang up on anybody. No, what are we here for? Are we here to be, to fight? No, that's not what it is. And so if a friend of mine or my sister or a person I don't know gets antagonistic, angry even, if my purpose is to make people's lives better, why am I going to get in a fight? Do you see how this one pole, this one laser beam, just kind of like creates the identity that you want at all times? And that way you're not faking anything. Okay, so yes, you want to make a profit. Of course. Yes, you want to get customers. Of course. Marketing, yeah, you got to do that. But now when you have this sitting behind it and say, well, wait a minute, if I don't do marketing, then I'm not going to be able to make anybody's life better. All right, and so each one of these works out. You don't argue with the prospect. You won't get upset if they say no, because you're here to make their life better. And if your product won't make their life better, good. It was so nice to meet you, period. And you move on to another prospect. You see how that all lines up? And so that's what's worked the most and the best in my life, is just having this certainty that sits back of everything that I do. So tell me what you think about this. Do you agree that making people's lives better is a concept that would cause everything else to line up as you do business? And if not, what is the purpose of business? And share it with all of us in the comments down below. And then also, if you haven't joined our Telegram channel, please do. It's a good place to ask questions and things like that. And then if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for watching.